What's going on, guys? Zuko back with another Shadowlands video. How's everybody doing? Hope you're doing really well. We are talking about Rygalon, baby. We did all three of the last bosses. I've done Lords of Dread now, Rygalon, and the Jailer. And they're all good fights. Now, I'm going to do Rygalon today, the first, before I do Lords of Dread, because I think Rygalon was, like, really confusing to me. And now that I've looked at it a couple times, it's actually so incredibly simple. So I'm going to help you guys understand it a little bit better, help explain it to you, because I was really confused at the beginning. I thought there was, like, a lot of stuff going on, and it's actually just not that hard. It's not quite that hard. So it's actually much easier than Lords of Dread, in my opinion, which we'll get to tomorrow. But for now, let's talk about Rygalon, and before we get into the VOD, I'm going to show you my build. So, the build here, we ran, of course, was Witch Doctor Wolfbones with this talent setup here. So, Witch Doctor Wolfbones, of course, reducing the cooldown of your dogs whenever you get a stack of Maelstrom weapon. And we are running Ellie Blast, Hot Hand, Hailstorm. And the reason we're running Hailstorm, of course, you have to run Elemental Spirits. That's just sort of baseline. The reason you run Hailstorm is because of the Chill to the Core conduit, which you're going to take, which is core to this build. Now, I was actually running Necrolord for this fight. I've just recently switched to Venthyr to try and get some renown for next week because we're getting double legendaries, but that's something different. Pretend like this is a Necrolord tree. Here's the conduits you'd want to take. You need to take Chill to the Core, you need to take Magma Fist, and you need to take Focus Lightning, okay? Those are the three big ones. Chill to the Core is essential to this build, because it helps to generate stacks of Maelstrom weapon, as I said before, which reduces the cooldown of your Feral Spirits and helps them to stay out more often. Also, it helps to simply generate stacks of Maelstrom weapon, which gets you back to your spenders. Lightning Bolt, Chain Lightning, Ellie Blast, and those are all doing huge amounts of damage because we're stacking Mastery so hard, right? We're stacking Mastery just really, really hard here. We're going as high as we can on Mastery. So that is a big reason why we want to be running those talents and that build, and that I think is all of them. Those, Chill to the Core is just really important. You got to make sure you're pressing Frost Shock as much as possible. Okay, so that is the build. I can't think of anything else I want to tell you. That's the entire build there. We're going to jump into the VOD, and I'm going to show you exactly how the fight went down. So grab your coffee, and I'm going to run through the fight, obviously, mechanic by mechanic. I want to make sure that you guys understand exactly what's going on, because this fight was quite confusing to me, and hopefully it won't be confusing to you guys if I can explain it very well. So let's take a look. Oh, spacebar's not the play there. Okay. Not entirely sure, but we'll see. I really didn't know what I was doing, so. Here's the room that Rygalon spawns in. You're going to see that there's 3 ads that will spawn on the outside of the room. They're not important until later, until the big mechanic in the fight. So let's walk through the opening mechanics here. You're going to want to tank him close to one of these ads. See how they all popped out there? There's one right over here. This one right here. You want to make sure that you tank him near that ad. I'll explain why in a minute. But this is largely a single target fight. There are some ads coming right now. So these Quasars, collapsing Quasars, there's a bunch of these around the room. There's little, like, star-looking things. You need to kill those. They're trying to run towards Rygalon, and you need to make sure they die before they get there. Now, when they do die, they're going to drop a black puddle on the ground. Okay, that's important as well. You're going to see it right here. See that black puddle out here? That's what they drop when they die. There's another mechanic called Dark Eclipse. You must run your Dark Eclipse into one of those puddles. Okay, I'll show you that later, but there's also black lines on the ground. You just dodge them. Nothing special about them at all. Just don't get hit by them. Okay? So somebody just dropped off their Dark Eclipse. I'll show you that better in a minute. You just keep beating them up. This is just a DPS race fight. So here's how the fight works, essentially. Those 3 ads on the outside of the room, they interact with a mechanic called Massive Bang. That's his big mechanic. When he uses Massive Bang, it'll consume one of those ads, and so he, and it essentially protects you, and I'll show you that in a minute. Once you get done all 3 of the ads, you don't have any more protection, and if he does Massive Bang a 4th time, you die, because it does raid wide. It does like 800,000 damage to everybody, so you will die from that ability. So it's a race against time. It's a DPS check fight. Here's the Quasars again. Here's the ads you need to kill. Very, very good for like a Boomkin. Very, very good for Boomkin. Any sort of spread AoE. So, you saw right there. Let me backtrack 1 sec. This guy has the Dark Eclipse on top of him. That's what that black thing above his head is. He needs to find a puddle. Dark Eclipse. There it is. It's above his head. He's going to walk it into this puddle. And boom. When Dark Eclipse gets put on you, it's a bomb. And if you don't run into one of those puddles, your bomb will explode and do massive raid-wide damage. If you take your Dark Eclipse into a puddle that's been left by one of the Quasars, it does a much smaller sort of explosion. It does very little damage. So that's what you want to do with your Quasars. Very simple. Kill the ads. Bring your Quasars into the pools that they die into. Dodge the black lines. Those are the opening 3 mechanics. Now, Rygalon's getting energy. If you see the top right-hand corner, he's at 90. Once he gets to 92, he starts casting Massive Bang. This is what I was talking about. This ad that is over here, we need to kill that ad, and then he will spit out a whole bunch of little swirlies for us to stand in. Okay? We have to go stand in these circles, or you die to Massive Bang. So this protects you. Everybody has to be in their own circle. You can't double up on a circle. You can't have 2 raid members in one circle. Okay? Only 1 raid member to 1 circle. You must stand in here as Massive Bang is going off, or you die. Here it comes. The channel. 3, 2, 1. There it goes. Now, everybody was safe except for 1 guy.
People jumped into my circle. That was my circle.
They did.
I saw that.
It's pretty funny. Now, the color has kind of changed on the encounter. It doesn't mean anything except that you're kind of in like a downstairs phase because you went into that protective circle. This is just a burn phase. Nothing happens in this phase. It's so free, guys. This is when you want to blow like all your cooldowns. You might want to lust here. I think we lust. Yeah, I think we did lust here actually. And it's just very, very awesome. It's an easy moment in the fight. This happens a couple of times. So this is a time where you can just burn the boss down, use all your big cooldowns. It's very, very easy. Happening? Shattered Sphere just sends you back to the normal realm. That's all it does. Nothing special.
Oh, he just took us out of that phase. Yeah, I understand.
So I get Dark Eclipse on me now. See the black thing above my head? Now, there's no Quasars ever. There's no ads to kill, to block, to drop the puddles. They're coming, but this is always how this happens. The order of events. He'll put Dark Eclipses on people first. But I have so much time, guys. I have 12 seconds. There's the Quasars. I didn't know where to take it. Here's the Quasars. They're going to drop puddles.
I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. Oh, I'm supposed to get in there, aren't I?
There's a big shiny arrow telling me where to go. So I had 2 seconds, 1 second. I got there just in time. So I got kind of lucky.
Oh, that was almost a disaster. I mean, it kind of was a disaster, but let's pretend like it wasn't.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
So that's what you do with the Dark Eclipse. You just take it to a black puddle on the ground. Nothing complicated about it at all. So we're tanking the boss now near a new ad over here. This Unstable Matter. Those are the guys we're going to need when Massive Bang comes down, right? There's some more Dark Eclipses. It's just rinse and repeat. Nothing special here. He's getting more energy. He's at 87 energy, 89, 90, 92. Here we go. Massive Bang. It's going to pull you in. We kill this ad, and then he spits out all those swirlies. So that's what that guy was saying. Those ads that are up on the pedestal, the Unstable Matters, they will regenerate their health over time. So you have to have your ranged DPS just sort of pepper them down. Make sure that your ranged DPS are dealing with them effectively. So there we go. Now we're in the downstairs burn phase. Okay, and we want to make sure that we burn the boss as much as possible here. Again, nothing really happens in this phase except for a tank mechanic and the black lines on the floor. That's it. It's so simple. Very, very easy. So I'll skip ahead a little bit. We're going back to the regular phase, and we're back. Again, you're going to get Dark Eclipses again. You just want to walk those into the Quasar fields when they die.
Quasar close.
That Quasar's kind of close, so we want to make sure we kill it. He's got a black puddle on the ground. I think on Heroic, the black puddles go away when you take a Dark Eclipse into them, but this is just normal, so nothing crazy happens. Now, we're standing near the third ad over here, the Unstable Matter. Want to make sure that you're always moving the boss to the next ad that you want to be near, so that when Massive Bang comes down, you can easily kill that ad and get your swirlies. He's at 70 energy. We're working our way down. Again, you just dodge black lines, take the dark eclipses to the black puddles that are on the ground. That's all you have to do. 84, 86, 87, 89. He's going to get to 92, and then Massive Bang comes right now. We kill the ad right away. All the circles are there. Everybody has to get in their own circle. Then we're in the downstairs phase. Now, there's no more ads. There's no more unstable matters on the outside of the room. We've done all 3 of them. So we have to kill the boss before he does the next Massive Bang, or we're dead. So this is the DPS check here. You just have to burn him down. That's it. Now, he's already at 12%. We're doing pretty well here. So, but you can see the idea of the fight. Okay, we're back. This is it.
Now it's just a race to kill him before he does that stuff.
Massive bang.
We got him. It's not even close.
Yeah, we did well. We did really well here.
Quasars.
No! I thought we were going to get one.
So that's it. That's the fight, guys. We did about 8.4k overall. Pretty solid. So that's it. That's the entire fight. It's actually so much simpler than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was a lot more complicated than this, but it's actually just not. It's very, very simple, and I was kind of shocked by that. So here's how it goes. Phase 1, he's going to spawn a bunch of ads called Quasars. You need to kill them. They drop black puddles on the ground. You take your dark eclipses. If you get the eclipse on you, you run it into those puddles. Then you just dodge black lines on the floor. Okay, that's it. That's like the entire fight. Then your raid leader and your tanks need to be aware of where those ads are on the outside of the room, the unstable matters. Once he reaches 92 energy, he starts channeling Massive Bang. You kill that ad that's up on the pedestal. They spit out all those little circles. You go stand in a circle. That protects you from Massive Bang killing you. And then you have a burn phase. And then you rinse and repeat. It's the same thing over again. You come out of the burn phase. There's Quasars that spawn. They drop black puddles. You take eclipses to the black puddles. You dodge black lines. That's it. That's the phase again. And then you're going to do the Massive Bang kind of sequence, which is killing the ad, stepping in a circle, going into the downstairs phase, and burning the boss. So that's the entire fight on normal. It's a little bit more complicated on heroic, but that's just it on normal. It's very, very simple, actually. It's a great fight for you guys. I didn't get a tier piece, unfortunately, but it's very easy to do. If you've already done, like, you've got all the way to Anduin, this is the next boss you should kill before you do Lords of Dread, because this one is so simple, and it's much more simple than I thought it was going to be. I thought that it was a lot more complicated than that, but
Damn.
it's not.
Finally.
So that's it, guys. That's the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to drop a like down below, it really helps the algorithm. I would really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, then I would also really appreciate that. So I'm going to be doing the next 2 bosses over the next couple days. So Lords of Dread will be tomorrow, and the Jailer will be the next day. So thanks again for watching. Until the next one, we'll see you later.